Happy Deep Fried Flesh Friday. Oh, yes. I am in a punishingly villainous mood today. I don't think you're ready. I really don't think you're ready for it. There was no way to prepare for what I'm about to do to you. It's one of those things that you just take in stride. And speaking of striding, look at these boots! Look at the boots. I did not anticipate that they would be so difficult to get on. That was my fault. But I'm gonna take it out on you. Yeah. Oh, it's such a villain today. I live for it. I was thinking about how on Tuesday my outfit was very Black Canary. The outfit was very dark themed superhero. But every time somebody asks me who is your favorite superhero, my answer is always the villains. It's always either Poison Ivy or Catwoman. I don't know. The villains are just more interesting, I feel. So hold on, what is your villainous laugh again? No, you have to earn that. You gotta earn the villainous laugh. I can't just be handing that out for free. What the fuck? It will give you no sense of accomplishment otherwise. Yeah. The villains are always more interesting, especially Poison Ivy, because as we've gone through life, I think we can all agree that the people of the planet have really fucked it up. We look left, we look right, and we're just seeing the intense fucking up of humanity. Was Poison Ivy so wrong to be like, maybe the people should go and it should just all be plants? It doesn't sound bad anymore. Humanity has slipped so far morally, absolutely, that now Poison Ivy is no longer seen as a villain. She is quite heroic in her pursuit of protecting the planet. Oh, Presley says, I love the red V. Me too. Oh, yeah. I've been thinking about how to incorporate these boots into an outfit, and then I'm so grateful that I got the gloves. So grateful to have the gloves. These are my slapping gloves. They protect me from ever having to touch any of the simps while still doling out an exquisite and forceful amount of physical punishment. Oh my, says Waray Otoko. I think I got that half right. I'm gonna give myself 50% on that pronunciation. Yeah, no wonder her enemy is the billionaire Batman. That really is the whole thing where it's like, couldn't Bruce Wayne just enact social change with his vast wealth and powerful influence? And was there ever a satisfying answer as to why he couldn't do that? I feel like I don't ever remember getting a truly satisfying answer to that of Bruce, where's my goddamn electric car? And also, you're a billionaire, you own this company. Can't you I don't know, do some positive campaigning? The dog's back. Oh, sorry, let me lean this way. The dog's back there. She's also in red today. She's in red every day. We are so grateful for you. Oh, baby, and I know. Hello, beautiful girl. Are you going to come up? You going to come up with your matching outfit? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my little hellhound. My vicious little hellhound. Yes, are you here to gobble up all the bad boys in chat? Mm-hmm. Eat them up. Yes, eat them up. Do you want to come over here? That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Yes. My hellhound. She's definitely not the sweetest, cuddliest, most friendly little baby. No. She's a vicious killer. She's an unrepentant, destructive force. Absolutely. She doesn't have soft, fluffy ears. Oh, fuck me up. Oh yes, it's all, my villainy is already taking hold. The dog was afraid. The dog was like, Jesus, let me get out of here. Did I freak you out? Did I scare you with my cackling? Her tail's going nuts. She's loving it. And she's back. She's back for more. It is that time again. Thank you, V. Enjoy the subs. Thank you, V. It's short for villainous today. You may call me the villain. Hello, beautiful girl. Hello. I have changed browsers because I was getting just straight up buffering on my side. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, man. Maybe Twitch is having another one of their days? Val, can you come over here, please? Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to pet you with my left hand. Well of Ascension, thank you for the gifted subs. My sweet, simpy henchman. Good God. No. It's the browser's fault. God damn. I wonder what that's... Okay, so I'm glad that it's not a Twitch-wide thing because we have no control over that, obviously. But if it is just your browser, I wonder why. Fridays are... Maybe... I don't know. I always want to find a good reason. I'm like, okay, so maybe it's that all of the employees on Friday have already checked out early and they're not even at their stations, which is why we get these fuck-ups. Or maybe there's too many people on the internet on Friday. I don't know. I always want to find a reason. I want to, like, look for a narrative. Browsers running on Chromium aren't too stable, so I moved to Firefox, which doesn't run on Chromium. I dated a guy who worked for Firefox once. That was fun. He was a musician. I met him through Brooklyn. But he was like, oh, my day job is that I work for Firefox. And he had the cutest Firefox plushie. It was like a squishmallow of like the fox from Firefox. And it was so cute, and every time I hung out with him, I just immediately walked into his house. And he was a very interesting fellow. He bought the house that he lived in, but he lived in the basement, and his mom and his dad and his brother lived in the main part of the house. He was part of like a family dynamic where it's like you put the family before yourself. You always put the family before yourself. So like he was like, yes, this is my house that I live in. And I was like, oh, that's great. And he's like, but we're going down into the basement. And I was like, you live in your own fucking basement? Yeah. Oh yeah. That was an interesting time. Hi, my love. Oh, do you need me to keep petting you? It is of the utmost importance that I am continuously petting the dog. Don't let me stop. Don't let yourself get distracted by anything else in the stream. We must stay focused. This is going to be a group effort. Firefox isn't stable for me, so +1 for that. Yeah, it feels like one of the more reliable and one of the nicer browsers. Hello, my sweet love. Yeah, very weird. If I was the one who owned the house, I'd be the last person to live in the basement. Oh, Alejandro. Oh, dear, poor Alejandro. I'm so sorry, Alejandro. I must apologize because I took all of your money last week. So now you are completely impoverished, destitute, absolutely. A poor, if you will. And then I put on this outfit today. That's a deep punishment that I don't know if you'll ever truly recover from. But also, still feels good. Still feels good to wear. Yes, still feels great to wear. Absolutely. Oh, Alejandro. Also, an amazing song by Lady Gaga. That song came out, I'm pretty sure, the year that I was working in the hot dog factory. I, as one of my summer jobs, was very, very lucky to get a job at a hot dog factory. And I worked in a hot dog factory for almost the whole summer before I had like a breaking point. I reached a breaking point, I guess it was like maybe like mid-August. I made it through most of the summer, most of the 2 months of summer. But I reached a breaking point where I couldn't do it anymore. The entire factory was refrigerated because it was obviously a hot dog factory. So you have to keep the meat cold, otherwise it's going to spoil. And it was a psychological torture to go from beautiful, warm, sunny Canadian summer, which is exquisitely beautiful. Canadian summers are quite lovely, absolutely. To then going into this refrigerated, dark hot dog factory. It was killing me, but it also taught me a really, really wonderful life lesson. In that there was a day where I got reprimanded for doing something wrong on the job. And I was in university, so I was very, very young and very, very immature. And I came home and I was complaining to my brother. And I was like, fuck that person for reprimanding me. Fuck their lives. They live like really crummy, small, insignificant lives. This is how I was comforting myself for being told that I had done something wrong, which is a very immature way of doing it. Like, if you fuck up, getting angry at the person who reprimanded you is not the way to deal with it. And my brother was like, V, you have to realize that for many people, how they earn their paycheck is the most insignificant part of their lives, but that doesn't make their lives insignificant. It means that they probably have a really strong connection with their family. They probably have a wonderful connection with their community. They probably have rich hobbies outside of the workplace that they enjoy and that give them fulfillment, and that you see a really, really small part of people when you see them at work. And it's really easy, it seems almost like ingrained in our society, that when we see somebody doing their work, we kind of invariably assume that that's everything about them. How they earn their money is who they are, but it really isn't. It absolutely is not. It's one small facet of how they spend a part of their life. And there is so much more. There is so much more to each person. It was really wonderful. It allowed me to connect better with all the people at the factory, because instead of feeling like the only thing that I could talk to them about was work, I was able to start like having real conversations with them. How is your family? Did you go fly a kite this weekend? Oh yeah, it was wonderful. I mean, paddleboarding wasn't really a thing at that time, but canoeing and kayaking absolutely was, and there's lots of like rivers and lakes all over the place in Ontario. Hello, my sweet, beautiful hellhound. Hello, my vicious beast. Are you gonna eat up all the bad, terrible people in chat who aren't gifting subs? Look at these teeth, guys. You're doomed. Oh. Yeah, I'm showing them your vicious fangs that you're gonna use to eat up everybody in chat who isn't gifting subs. I know you're gonna eat well today. Because if there's one thing that Simps have a lot on them, it's meat. A lot of meat on those bones, baby. A lot of meat on those bones. Yes, work really does seem to define us in a lot of different ways. You worked at a factory? I did. I worked in a hot dog factory. I worked in like a meat processing factory for a summer. It was a lot. Hi. Oh, are you giving me pets? You petting me back? Our wallets are not content. Wait, did you mean to say content or content? I guess it could be both. Why not both? I love that dog. Can I pet that dog? You know what's so interesting? She does not like being touched by strangers. It's very interesting. She loves strangers. She absolutely loves strangers. Like, if you make eye contact with her, she'll be very friendly towards you. She'll like get near you, she'll jump up on you a little bit, which is not great. We shouldn't be jumping up. But also in the 7 years that I've had her, I've never been able to break her of the habit of jumping up on people. Because every time she jumps up on somebody and I try to scold her, reprimand her, tell her no, she's being bad, people invariably are just like, oh, it's totally fine, I love it, it's great. And they reward her for jumping up. So like, I can't undo hundreds of people rewarding her for jumping up. No matter how much I try to scold her, it's just not within my fucking power, unfortunately. Yeah, you're a very manipulative little angel. But then whenever somebody goes to pet her, she ducks her head away. She ducks her head away and she'll walk away, and she doesn't like being touched by strangers. It's very interesting. She's like recently been warming up to like a couple of people at the dog park, but I think that's because we've seen them like over weeks, over and over and over again, and like slowly gotten to know them, and they're not strangers anymore. But yeah, I mean, I feel kind of bad. I feel like I need to apologize to people because she has no problem touching strangers, but she doesn't want strangers to touch her. She's a very opinionated little dog. A very opinionated little dog. Yes, you are. Oh, what a sweetheart. Just the fucking cutest. Major Kusa says, I visited Ontario for the first time this year. I went to Toulouse, and it made me happy. I have no idea where that is. I've never heard of that place. Is it in Northern Ontario? I've only mostly been to Southern Ontario, so I'm like kind of familiar, but then even so, there's tons of people who are like, I grew up here in Southern Ontario. It's a very small town. And I'm like, yeah, that is a very small town. Oh, Toulouse is a thrift store close to London. Oh, the store Toulouse. Okay, wait, that does sound familiar. I think I have heard of the thrift store. I thought it was a city. And I was like, I've never heard of a city called Toulouse. Yeah, we have wonderful thrift stores. We really, really do. There's a lot of good stuff to be found in the thrift stores in Ontario, which I'm so grateful for. Because when you look online, it's almost inescapable. So often you see that the thrift stores will take any of the good stuff and then they'll sell it online, and they'll leave like the worst things that nobody really wants in the stores. Not great, but also it's 2025, baby. That's the way that we do business. That's the way that we do business. She's so fucking cute. I die. I was talking with my friend about toxoplasmosis, the like brain parasite that people get from cats. And I was like, my poor cat must just be furious that she has infected me with so many brain parasites to make me obsessed with her. But I'm still just really, really into the fucking dog. Yeah, you're the dog. Look at the way she looks at me. That is absolutely unfiltered adoration. Yeah. Also, the dog never bites me. The cat definitely gives me bites. I definitely get bites from the cat. The cat will take a chomp out of me every opportunity that she gets. She's like, oh, the sun is up? I'm gonna bite you. Oh, there's clouds in the sky? I'm gonna give you another little bite. It's like, okay, kitty cat. Okay. But the dog never. Dog's so gentle. Dog's so gentle. I'm grateful for you, my gentle, sweet puppy. Yeah. Hi. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Although a little bit worried because she didn't used to be so clingy. I think you guys remember that. I did years of streaming with her where she barely ever came on to stream. Like, she wouldn't sit here with me. She wasn't like super duper interested in hanging out. We did lots of fetch. She loved playing fetch. She'd bring her ball over. I would throw it down the hallway. That's over to the right. We did tons and tons and tons of fetch. Lots of fetch. But recently she's just been sitting here with me and just taking in the pets. And somebody posted on Reddit that they were like, my cat, who normally was not particularly affectionate towards me for years, is all of a sudden being really, really affectionate. And the entire comment section was very disconcerting. Because the whole comment section was like, pets can sometimes tell if you're very, very sick. Pets can tell if you're dying, and they'll cling closer to you. And they'll be like way more affectionate, and they'll just be like more up in your business. And so I'm like, wait a minute. Are you just the sweetest, most compassionate suck up in the whole wide world? Or are you sensing that I am close to death? Are you giving me a puppy MRI scan and determining that I am full of imminent perishment? I don't think perishment's a word. I do not think so. I hope not. I really hope it's just that she loves me and wants to spend time with me, and not that she can sense my impending doom. I don't want to be doomed. Or maybe I do. Maybe that'd be great. Get to check out before the rest of the world seems to like burn down around me. Oh, Scott May, hello, hello, hello. Rita says, my pets are the opposite. My cat's a pacifist, doesn't scratch, doesn't bite. Meanwhile, the dog likes to bite the hands while playing. And when people return home. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's so funny. That's really interesting, right? Is how our pets are the exact opposite. My cat's the biter and way more aggressive, and then my dog's just this like very sweet little, like the most gentle little Muppet you've ever met. And then yours is the opposite. Cat, super chill, very relaxed, wouldn't hurt a fly. And the dog's just like, get in my mouth, get between my teeth, I'm giving you a chomp. I'm giving you a chomp. Not very surprising. It feels so crazy to me that people could even say that like animals don't have personalities or like don't have souls. Which I know that like personality and soul are not the exact same thing, but in my mind they're not that different either. That like your personality is your soul. It's the individual essence of your person. Oh, you're gonna come over to the side? Okay, good. Yeah, do I need to pet the other side? We gotta keep it nice and even. Jolly Juker says the Friday outfits are always the best. I like giving you something to really, you know, fantasize about all weekend. Feels real important to me that you guys have a great amount of supply in the Spank Bank over the weekends. I also just love ending the week on a real high note. Real tight and high note. It's my tits that are tight and high, Val. Yeah. Hamilton has so many good antique shops as well. It really does. Yes, it does. A lot of like wealthy people who live up on the hill will pass away, as happens naturally in our society. And then their kids will be like, I don't want all these old school antiques. I want to have like a minimalist mid-century modern house. And so a lot of those antiques end up very available. Very available. Your dog's protecting you from evil spirits and bad vibes. She truly is. That's a fucking fact, Well of Ascension. She absolutely does. When I was walking her the other day, there was like, he seemed like a teenager. He might have been in his early 20s at the most, but mostly he seemed like a teenager. And he was like tall and thin, he was black, and he was waiting for, I think, somebody to come drive him somewhere, because he was waiting by like a car with the door open. Oh, baby, yeah. And she was like meandering around, just sniffing everything, and she caught his eye. And he was like, yo, your dog seems really nice. And then she heard that, and she can tell when people are talking about her. So she went up to him, and she did her little, like, jump up on him and, like, sniffing him. And she let him pet her a little bit, too, which was so nice. And it made my heart absolutely sing that this kid was like, I'm usually really afraid of dogs. I usually don't like dogs, but I like this one. And it made me feel so happy. It made me feel so fucking joyous that, like, even people who normally don't like dogs, yeah, I know, it sounds crazy to say. My dog's like, those words don't make any sense. Who wouldn't like a dog? Exactly. But you are just such a Muppet baby. Yes, you are. You are just such a stuffed animal come to life. You are just such a gentle soul that even people who don't like dogs can sort of warm up to you. Find something nice in there to connect with. If the cats start meowing for food, the dog gets annoyed and chases him away. Oh my god. The poor kitty cat. Kitty cat's just trying to get their fucking snacks. Oh, hi. Okay, now you're on this side again. Now you're over here. Hi. Oh. Oh, the imagination of it all, says Well of Ascension. Exactly. Hello, Squeak. How are you doing today? Oh, are you squeaking too? She said your name. She's full of squeaks. The season finales always have to hit big, just like the week does. Exactly. It's the week finale, and I want you guys to really feel it. Storyteller says, I admire the red. I love it too. I love black and red together. The way that it pops, the way that it blends. Yeah. Oh yeah. Big fan of black, right? Well, I'm a white person, so I'm counting my skin as white. The black, white, and red together? Fuck yes. Is she a robotic toy dog? She doesn't bark much compared to other dogs. She will bark. She absolutely will. She'll bark like crazy if there's somebody walking around outside the house. She's just like, how dare they? How dare these people walk around outside the house? It is unacceptable. I think that's adorable. I think it's very, very sweet that she's policing just like the world. But also I imagine that from the inside of her little noggin, she's keeping me safe. She's doing me an absolutely like necessary and important service by keeping me very, very safe by barking at everybody who walks around outside the house. Exactly. She's an amazing guard dog. Well, the cat usually has food, but he starts meowing aggressively if the wet food is not up to his standards, says Ritus. So it's sort of the dog's way of saying, suck it up, fancy pants, and just eat it. It's interesting that the dog can tell that the cat's like not really complaining about anything real. That the cat's not actually like starving to death or anything. The cat is just being particularly picky. And like, shut the fuck up, kitty cat. What are you being particularly picky about? You silly kitty cats. Cats are particularly picky. They definitely are particularly picky. I mean, but one sympathizes. I'm not that different myself. Oh. Oh, yeah. She's a whiny little dog. Yeah. Big fan of the sounds. Oh, yeah. That costs extra. You owe me your firstborn child now. Bearded Barbarian. I love the outfit. I love how you look in it. But my intrusive thought is immediately SpongeBob and the Squeaky Boots vibes. Mr. Krabs destroying those boots and eating them. The way that they animated his face, the way that they animated that section of the cartoon gave me nightmares. It was outrageously fucking intense for a SpongeBob SquarePants episode. It was very much the fucking Telltale Heart. They're here under the floorboards. It's just like, how in the world did we get from like SpongeBob, oh my god, he eats the boots. Yes, he tears them up from underneath the floorboards. He runs into the back part of the kitchen. He boils them in oil until they shrink down. And then he eats them. He comes out, he belches, and he says, the deed is done. F-22 Raptor, I am so excited to literally bankrupt you. Abso-fucking-lutely. We can start slow if that's what you want. You know I'm a big fan of delayed gratification. We recently found the cat, says Right, is some good food that he hasn't complained about because each can of food is different enough for him not to like get bored and not to notice. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great episode of SpongeBob SquarePants, the Squeaky Boots. Oh yeah. To be honest, when I was a kid, so the reason that Mr. Krabs got those boots is because his daughter Pearl had a birthday and she asked for flipper slippers, which are basically just like clogs like wooden clogs, like Dutch wooden clogs with little flowers on them. And normally, like, Pearl is played for, like she's as materialistic as her father is, and she's not, I mean, yes and no. She's also a teenager, so it's, like, a little bit more permissive. Or permittable, rather, I think is the word I'm looking for. But that one, I was like, just buy her the flipper slippers. Those are cute, and she deserves them. Those are cute, and she deserves them. Get her the fucking flipper slippers. You bastard. The childhood show that messed me up was that one episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark with the pool and the bright red pool chemicals. You know what's so interesting? I don't remember that episode at all. Like, to the point that I'm like, I don't think I've even seen that episode. Oh, there we go. She brought the ball over. We might be playing fetch now. Hello. Are we going to play fetch? Yeah, we are going to play fetch. Oh, I'm so glad that I'm wearing gloves today so I don't actually have to feel how disgustingly wet this ball is. Oh, yeah. The most visceral moment was, like, the ghost's face is pressing up from the pool floor in, like, a stretched latex way. I've never seen this episode. I loved Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps. It made me so happy that as children we had these, like, horror anthology shows. They were amazing. More of that for kids. I also think it's a lot harder to scare children nowadays. And was it Freddie Prinze Jr. who recently in an interview was saying that horror movies and, like, the horror genre is the fastest genre to age out of its intention. Yeah, that something that scared you 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it's very easy for that to just become, like, hilarious or, like, cringy pretty quickly. Yeah. Bearded Barbarian, I love when they do that in horror movies and horror TV shows, where they have, like, the face pushing through, and it seems like it's coming from another dimension and distorting our reality. I do really love that. I'm gonna have to find that episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark and watch it. Oh, damn, says Ritus. He totally eats the boots. Oh, yeah, I'll never forget him eating the boots. Never forget him eating the boots. Rolandberry has seen that episode. Oh, cool. Okay, so it is just me who missed it. That sucks. Why the I loved Are You Afraid of the Dark. I also feel like that comment about the gloves and the disgusting wet balls. There's some innuendo there for chat to absorb. Chat's too stupid to get it, baby. Chat is far too stupid to get it. Do you remember how scary Outlast was? And now people just laugh about all the naked dudes all over the game. That's real interesting. In 28 years later, that just came out. They're having the same kind of experience. Where there is a lot of nudity because it's been 28 years later. A lot of the infected's clothing has just rotted away or, like, been torn off through various fucking scrounging and fighting and moving about. So a lot of the infected are naked, and they have alpha infected as well. That there is, like, a very small percentage of the population that once they're infected with the rage virus, it made them, like, bigger and stronger and, like, more intelligent. And there's an alpha in 28 years later who is just packing, just huge, just like a huge penis right in the middle of your horror movie. And he's scary. He's, like, coming after the main characters. He's, like, not just a mindless zombie. He's, like, got some intelligence to him, along with balls and a gigantic fucking cock. And it was very distracting. In different places in the world, they have edited it out or they've blurred it out. But in North America, we got the full cock. We got the full cock. Nice gloves. Are they latex? They are not latex. I think they're like nylon. Yeah. Wet balls and gloves, says Danimal Lecter. If I had a nickel, you'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it is weird that it happened twice. V, is it true that an 80% in Canada is an A? Because you got all C's in class? Yeah. It's been a minute since I was in school. I don't know what the marking requirements are anymore. I don't know. I feel like in university, which is like what I can remember the most because it was the most recent schooling that I did. I feel like in university, it was like you had to be in the 90% to get an A. Like everything in the 80s was like B+ territory. Oops. Oh yeah, go get it. F22 Raptor, I think you're gonna have to Google that. I mean, I haven't been in school in over a decade. And then even when I was in high school, it was like we didn't have A, B, or C. We didn't even get percentages. It was like a level 1 to a level 4. And a level 4 was considered an A, and a level 1 was considered, I don't know, a D, I guess. V is simultaneously making me want to defend my intelligence, but also wanting me to admit to being a big, dense Dumbo. What a conflict. Oh, you don't need to convince me that you're stupid. I can tell. I can smell it on you, motherfuckers. Oh, yeah. Don't worry about it. I got your number. I got your number. Go get it, baby. Oh, we're fetching today. It is a shiny V. Yeah, it is. Shiny and, oh, yeah, squidgy. Those squidgy sounds. I love a good squidgy sound. Go get the ball, baby. Now, if only you motherfuckers were fetching some gifted subs. This dog right here is an angel. You throw the ball and she fetches it right back to you. But you motherfuckers in chat, I throw you this beautiful bone, and what the fuck are you fetching me other than a handful of your own cock? Seems to be. Just that, eh? Alright, Bearded Barbarian. I'll accept it. Although, I'm very upset that you've disrespected the Invader V name. As we all know, the Roman numeral 5 is also the letter V. Which means you should always be gifting 5 subs at a time to respect the Invader V. It's right there in my name. Presley understands, yes. Mostly because I've already screamed at Presley for this indiscretion before. God damn it, Presley. Do you need another clarifying rant? Because I'll give it to you again, motherfucker. I'll give it to you all day long. Hey, puppy dog, you're doing great at fetching. You're inspiring chat. Yeah, go get it. The little wiggle when she walks. That little wiggle. Sorry, says Bearded Barbarian. My IQ isn't high enough to recognize letters as numbers. Woo! It was one of the most depressing things that I've read on the internet recently. What was it? That like a vast majority of Americans, when asked, should we be teaching Arabic numbers in school? Were like, no, we should never be teaching Arabic numbers in school. That's terrible. Oh my God, what a horrible thing. No, I don't want my children to learn Arabic numbers. And Arabic numbers are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Those are Arabic numbers. Yeah, this was from a while ago, but it's come up recently again on the internet because God damn, if we have not grown at all. We have regressed. So much regression. I mean, I live in Canada. I hope that in Canada it's a little bit different. But, I mean, I'm always surprised. Always real surprised. Like, the other day when I was at the beach, I had my book out, I was reading, enjoying my time, just like reading at the beach. It's great, it's fun, I love the sun, I love the sand, I love the water. And also because it's Canada, there's like lots of trees and stuff too. The trees are great too. And this guy comes up to me and he starts talking with me, and he has an accent. He's got like dark hair and tanned skin himself. And within 5 minutes of the conversation, he's already said, there are too many Indian people here. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What? That is not at all what we were talking about. That is not at all what we were talking about. And he just dropped that within 5 minutes of saying hello to me. It's astounding how quickly people will tell on themselves and then be shocked that, like, I'm not on board with their, like, xenophobia. It would be so funny to ask instead if we should use the Indian equivalent of zero, because fun fact, the number 0 was invented in India. Interesting. I hate people I talk to and float stuff like, ha ha ha, Indian people, am I right? Just kidding. Unless it's awful. I am not a huge fan of it. Not at all. Number one, you're just assuming that like every brown person you see is an Indian person, which that's not true. There are lots of different types of people from all over the world. You are making a snap decision based on very, very flimsy evidence. And also, no, there isn't. No, there isn't. Like, Canada has had a bit of an issue with, like, lots of people coming over on student visas. And they're not supposed to be working with a student visa. You're just supposed to be in school. You're just supposed to be studying. And there has been a problem with, like, lots of people coming over on student visas and getting jobs and taking jobs from Canadian people who are already living here. And that's not great and wonderful. But to just, like, blanket statement be like, there's too many of this one group of people. I was really, really grateful that he at least dropped it early enough in the conversation that I didn't waste more than 5 minutes talking with him. Canada also has a big Portuguese population. I'm one of them. I'm Portuguese. I have family there, and my favorite comedian, Mike Rita, is Portuguese Canadian. Yeah. There's a lot of Portuguese Canadian. We have a whole little Portugal in Toronto. It's great. The food is so good. The houses are so beautiful. Portuguese people love gardening. They're a big fan of gardens. Which is wonderful. You want that in your neighborhood. Did you find your ball? Oh, are we done playing fetch? She's just come and lay down at my feet now. She's looking at me with those big, beautiful brown eyes. Oh yeah, not interested in rehashing these very outdated complaints, because they are, if you look back throughout all of human history, just throwing immigrants out there as these are the people who are the problem, this is what the problem is a tale as old as time. It's not a new thing. And so it's hard to not feel like, is this really an actual issue? Or is this just the perpetual scapegoat? They love their gardens with the statue of Mother Mary in a half bathtub. At least my family garden. If there's anything to speak of, yes. Yeah, exactly. We had the Mary statue in our grandparents' garden as well. She wasn't in a cut in half bathtub. She had her own, like, beautiful little shrine. But we definitely had it, absolutely. You gotta have it. How can you not? Anytime I see a dead squirrel or a dead baby bird, you better fucking believe I say a Hail Mary for that little baby soul. Every single time. And it makes me so sad because there was a number of little dead baby birds in the neighborhood this spring. And it breaks my heart. I hate it every single time. They're so tiny and they're so fragile and they're just there on the pavement. And it's like there's nothing you can do for them because they've probably been on the pavement for hours already by the time you see them. And it just breaks my fucking heart into a million pieces. I don't want the baby birds to be that way. And there's one time where I found an adolescent bird that seemed like it was struggling. And I was like, I'm gonna save this adolescent little bird. And I sent a picture of it to my friends, and they immediately were like, that's a starling, I think that was. And they're like, that's an invasive species. We probably shouldn't be trying to like help their numbers. It's okay if it dies. I was like, whew, fuck, nature is vicious. Deeply vicious. Come on up. Bow, up. Let's go. You're just looking at me with your beautiful soft brown eyes. Come on up. Let's go. Bow. Yeah, that's a good girl. Hello. Can I do something for you, my dear? Yeah. Those invasive species. Apparently, bumblebees are invasive, and they're responsible for loads of extinction of other insects. No way. No way. I refuse to believe it. There's no fucking way. That sounds so wrong. It sounds so, like, counter to everything else I've heard about bumblebees, which is that they're, like, the most amazing pollinators, and that they are such a huge boon to Mother Nature in its entirety. Oh no, oh no. That's something that I want to fight against, as like, it can't be true. But that's just based on, I guess, my like anchoring, which is that when, like, whatever fact you learn first is the one that feels the most true to you, and the one that you are like going to hold on to the most. And oh no, my anchored thought about bumblebees is that they're great and wonderful and amazing. Yes, and bumblebees are different than honeybees. Like, the bumblebees are those, like, big, fluffy, fat, slow-moving bumble motherfuckers. Hi. Hello, beautiful dog. Are you mad because they're not gifting subs again? I know, it's so disappointing. Oh, wait, hold on. Waka Waka is agreeing with you, but then also disagreeing with you? Hold on. Bumblebees can become invasive when introduced to new regions, where they might outcompete native species and disrupt local ecosystems. And Bearded Barbarian is correcting himself. He's like, oh, I meant honeybees can become invasive as well, not the bumblebees. Oh, geez. Oh, man, we might be finding some truth in here. Some truth with some details. Solitary bees are very good pollinators, says Rail Punner. Yes? I feel like there's another part to that comment that's going to be coming up about, like, but the whole colonies can be very... Hi, beautiful. Hello. Honeybees being the invasive species is a little bit more believable. They outcompete native species for food and habitat and spread disease. Shut the fuck up, honeybees spread disease. No! Consequently, and because there are domesticated and commercial species, the honeybee population has increased, while native bees are declining or extinct. Oh dear God. Oh my God. There are no heroes. This seems to be the, like, inescapable reality of our world. There are no heroes. I definitely, if you had asked me who are, like, the nicest, best, most wonderful insects, I'd be like, honeybees. Honeybees, absolutely. I had no idea. I had no idea that they were so... I know that there's, like, commercial honeybees, absolutely. And domesticated ones, yeah. Like, you can have your own apiary. You want your own apiary? Oh, but I never imagined in a million years that they'd be doing damage to their environment because of their commercialization, because of their domestication. Fuck. Whoa, Jesus. There are no heroes, Bao. There's absolutely no heroes. I'm just out here just destroying all the heroes. Ooh. Oh, yeah, it is good. God fucking damn. Yeah. Oh, hello. We got the puppy bridge. Hello. OV, it is time. It is time. It's time for the auditory pleasure of the sound of my legs crossing and uncrossing. Oh. Oh, she's so upset that you're not gifting subs. What the fuck? Oh, she's just... Oh my god. She's got to get away from your disgusting, shameful display. Are you fetching me your ball because they're not fetching me any gifted subs? You're a good dog. You're consistent, I'll give you that. But you have to bring it here. Good girl. You brought it here. Wow, the dog's a better listener than each and every one of you, eh? That's incredible. And yet not, oops, not completely unexpected. Ooh, did that hurt? You kind of ran into the heel of my boot. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. These heels are killer. They will fuck you up in an indescribable way. Mostly because I don't think I'm allowed to describe violence on stream. That's too erotic. Yeah, out here destroying all of the heroes. That's good. I'm very villainous today. So it seems sort of on brand for us to be destroying the heroes. There you go. Go get it. Bumblebees, let's go. Oh, man. There's nothing wrong with dragonflies, right? I'm a big fan of dragonflies because they eat mosquitoes and gnats and all those like little pesty bugs that I really, really don't want in my fucking space or in my eyes and ears, in my nose, in my mouth. So every time I see a dragonfly, I feel like, okay, this is great. These are good. These guys are my friends. Nothing wrong with dragonfly, right? I'm really afraid of what you're going to come back and tell me about dragonflies. You're going to be like, dragonflies spread syphilis. Like, what the fuck? No! I need arm suspenders to keep my gloves up. Need arm suspenders. Gravity's taken my gloves. Remember, Invader V charges 5 gifted subs per squeak. That's very, very true. And that's a deal. You get a deal on that. Our chatter has asked, V, have you ever tried meditation? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love meditation. It was not an easy thing to get into. It's very difficult to simultaneously recognize that you're sucking at something that is supposed to be like so quote unquote easy. Oh, Bearded Barbarian, Stream Elements wanted you to condense your chat. It's too long. I'll still read it. But you're getting into the paragraph territory here, baby. Dragonflies are generally considered beneficial insects. They are natural predators that help control populations of other insects, particularly mosquitoes and flies. Dragonflies are also indicators of healthy ecosystems, as they are sensitive to water quality and habitat changes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. All right, I'm glad that at least that instinct was right on the fucking money. And that, yes, dragonflies are your buddies. They eat gross flies and mosquitoes that you don't want around you, and they're excellent indicators of a healthy ecosystem. Clean water, stable environment. Oh, good. I'm so glad there's lots of dragonflies in my neighborhood. Yes, meditation is not easy, and it's a very common trap to sort of fall into when you get into meditation. That meditation is presented to you as this is going to be so good for you. This is going to be so beneficial for you. This is a very, very wonderful thing that you'll be doing. But it's difficult. It's difficult. And then once you start feeling like you're not doing it right, that starts a sort of like mental spiral downward of, I mean, the exact opposite intention that meditation is supposed to be inspiring. But like everything, the more you do it, the better you'll become at it. You just have to keep going. You just have to recognize that sucking at something really is the first step in being kind of good at something eventually. But you got to be comfortable with sucking at it first. This outfit is giving sinner's vibes because it's making you want to sin. Yeah, absolutely. Joey's sinning right now. Joey's been sinning for 17 months. And Joey's going to keep sinning. It's going to be an inescapable sinful life for him. And I'm glad for you. It's more fun that way. Oh my God. Yeah, sign me up for the sinful existence. It is way more fun. I am not here to live by somebody else's book. I can't do all the poses. Oh, wait a minute. Are you conflating meditation with yoga? There's like a meditative state that yoga can help you get into, absolutely. But meditation is not about doing specific poses in my experience. I could be completely wrong about this. There's probably lots of different types of meditation. But most of the meditation that I have experienced is not the same thing as doing yoga poses. Yes, yoga is different. Meditation is most often about sitting or laying down even in a comfortable position and allowing your body to relax so that you can really calibrate your brain and your mind and your body together. C-Mart. Remember, if you talk about my boots, it's gonna fucking cost you. Yeah. So then what did you mean? Yeah. Redman, what did you mean by doing all the poses? Were you thinking of yoga? Hi. Her little smile. Go get it. Go get the ball. Would one gifted sub suffice for Geo? The answer is absolutely fucking not. But I guess it'll be fine for today. Redman says handstand pose. I don't even think that's a yoga pose. I think you're confused. You seem to be confused, my dear. I think that a little bit of Googling will help bring clarity. Oh, Geo. Oh, sweet Geo. Doing the best that he can. It is your first time gifting a sub in the channel. I'm very proud of you, baby. I'm especially looking forward to you doing it right again next time, but again, I'm a huge fan of delaying gratification, and I can delay your gratification as well. Go get it. That's a nice dress, by the way. Interestingly enough, we don't often call every garment a woman wears a dress. Yeah, this is not a dress. I am not wearing a dress today. There's something so wholesome about the puppy dropping the ball and it just bouncing off of your hip. Yeah, you gonna drop it? Just landing right there. Oh, we have not had one of those comments in a while. It's inescapable on the internet. It doesn't matter what a woman is wearing. It's just like, that's a nice dress. And it's like, I'm wearing pants. Oh, how do you not know pants? I'm almost positive that you yourself are wearing pants. But you see a woman wearing pants and you just go, that's a nice dress. Everything is a dress when it's on a woman's body. So what do you call it? Pants. I'm wearing pants. You can see that they're pants. You see how they're pants? Because they cover my legs? Oh yeah, that's a nice outfit. Yeah, that's a nice outfit would also be, if you can't tell if it's pants or a dress or a skirt or a romper or a onesie, you could just say it's a nice outfit, but I love that's a nice dress, by the way, when it's obviously not a dress, not even close to a dress. It's okay. I'm assuming that English is not your first language, which is excellent. It means that you are working a lot harder than I am, because English is my first and only language, and I would have no idea how to even compliment somebody else in another language. So it's totally fine. It's just very funny that, like, everything on a woman is a dress, even pants. Go get it. The ball is not even going anywhere new, but I can just see in her body language she's so fucking excited. She's just real jazzed, really feeling, yeah, it's exciting, isn't it? It is exciting to go get the ball. Yeah, it is. She just is so good at dropping it in the exact same spot every single time as well. Oops. Ah, it came back. Yeah, and you're being a little bit more careful about the boots, aren't you? Good girl. Is pants like a name brand or exactly right is? It's okay. Maybe you couldn't see that it was pants. Oh yeah, you're right. It's not my first language. That's often what I notice, is that like when English isn't the first language, things just become dress. That's a nice dress, invariably. And that's okay. You're working harder than I am. Just sitting here in my native language, lounging around in my beautiful not a dress outfit. Hi, pup. Yeah, thank you again for the ball. Go get it. Go get it. There's a lot of like lost in translation stuff that happens. It's absolutely acceptable, permissible. It's no one's fault. It can just be a little bit confusing when we're speaking in English, but like, it doesn't like match up with what you're expecting to hear. You shouldn't have to work hard when you're this perfect. I mean, getting into this outfit was a fucking sweaty task, let me tell you. Every single element was fighting me. Fighting me. It wanted all off my body, and I just wanted it on the body. Alejandro says, I'm sorry, I'm driving to the doctor. Your outfit is more dangerous than you think. Ooh. Am I causing cardiac arrest? Oh, good. That means I've done something right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's time for our first break. I'm going to go take a picture of my outfit and post it on Instagram for you. I'll be right back. Oh, your timing was so terrible that you got to stream just as I was leaving it to go on my break. Ah, that fucking sucks. That's no good. But also in a kind of hilarious way, what great timing. I'm all about, we've been talking about this all day, I'm all about delaying gratification. And what better way to delay gratification than have you show up to stream just as I'm leaving it? To go on break and take a stunning photo for you to enjoy on Instagram. Oh yeah, you guys go get onto Instagram. Go check out that picture. Go click on the links. Go explore. Go subscribe to the Patreon. Go do it. Do it all. Get in there. Enjoy it while you can. Oh yeah. It's great. It's absolutely not for free. I am going to insist that each and every single one of you gift me 5 subs to honor the Roman numeral V, as my name has in it, Invader V. Yeah. Just be grateful that my name's not Invader X and I'm not making you do 10 gifted subs at a time. Oh yeah, I could be much crueler. I could be much more vindictive. Oh, Well of Ascension, good God in heaven, Well of Ascension. Oh, damn. Tell me that you absolutely fucking gooned your brains out to this outfit without telling me that you absolutely gooned the fuck out of your brains out? Hold on. I'm getting overwhelmed by his overwhelmedness. Ooh, fuck. Oh God, Well of Ascension. The outfit really is just that good. And also the body underneath. I love the body. Oh, the body, yaddy, yaddy. Let me adjust my little pillow. There we go. My little domo pillow. Yeah, I've definitely got that, like, you know what it is? It's the Sedusa fit. Shiny V and shiny heels. Oh yeah, It's Too Easy is also deeply obsessed with the outfit today. It's very Sedusa from Powerpuff Girls. It feels like this would be what she would wear in the live action. Absolutely. I loved Sedusa. I really, really did. Ben, I have the exact same outfit. I'm glad that you're not wearing it because I know you'd look better in it than I do. Hi, Ben. We have movies we have to watch. I need you to DM me on Discord. Did you unfriend me? Which is why you're not going to DM me on Discord. Because every time you come into stream and you're like, hey, let's watch stuff, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm totally on board with it. And then I forget because I get off stream and everything that has happened in the day just disappears, just goes away. Which is good because there's a lot of weird, bad stuff that happens. But just DM me and we can watch movies. I'm excited to watch scary movies with you. Looking gorgeous today, says Loco Boy 69. And Hayes Face says, wow, what an outfit. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's quite an outfit. Hopefully you didn't pay too much for that fit. I bought each of the individual pieces separately. Like, this is a top, this is a corset, and these are pants. And all 3 of these pieces are separate. And then obviously, like, the gloves and the boots are separate as well. Yeah. And so I feel like buying them separately is a good way of saving money. Because buying a one-piece suit like this would be insanely expensive. It would have to be, like, properly tailored to your whole fucking fit. And that's when it gets really, really expensive, is when it's, like, custom-made stuff. No, I was going to take you up on the offer to watch K-pop Demon Hunters, but of course I'm out of town this weekend again. No, that's okay. K-pop Demon Hunters is going to be on Netflix for ever and ever and ever and ever. I also feel like with the success of K-pop Demon Hunters, they're going to be giving us a sequel in the next couple of years as well. So it's totally fine. We'll watch it whenever you want. I am ready for you. Miss V, are the Prime subs allowed, or do you also need to gift 4 subs extra? You can Prime sub, and then you would have to gift 5 subs. But that's okay, because Twitch has a deal where if you gift 5, you only pay for 4. So gifting 4 can actually cost you more money than gifting 5. Yeah. You can also save $100 when you gift 100 subs. That's a great fucking deal. Gio says, am I allowed to do one again? I guess so. You are so cute, and you are so tiny, and you are so pathetic. It's overwhelming my vindictiveness. I'm watching a movie in 4XD this weekend. Are you going to see Superman? What movie would be good in 4DX? Oh, it's too easy. It's too easy, and it's the first time that you've subscribed. I'm glad you like the outfit today. I'm just gonna keep watching Samurai Jack in the meantime. I've gotten to season 3, and it is so good. It is amazing. Oh, I was right, Ben. I was right. You're gonna go see Superman in 4DX. I think seeing Superman in 4DX would be a pretty good choice. Number one, I've heard great things about it. I've heard wonderful things about this Superman movie. That, like, people are really enjoying it. That, like, it's very corny, but in a good way. It's, like, very action-packed. It's very true to the comic book. I think seeing that type of movie in 4DX would be good because, like, there's, like, going to be fight scenes. There's going to be flying around. And I think that'll be fun. Such a slim fit. No, I'm thick fit. Yeah. Look at how thick my hips are. Outrageously thick. Yeah. She's outrageously thick. And unapologetically so. Yeah. I had to subscribe to you. Just look too good not to. Oh, motherfucker. You wait till you discover all the other shit I'm gonna make you do for me, too. You have no idea. Oh, damn, I just read in your bio that you're 33. I love that that is so out of date. I'm actually 35. I love that I just forgot to update it for 2 full years. Yeah, I'm 35, actually. Yay, 35. My ex-boyfriend, the Big Turk, laughs at me every time I tell him that people think that I'm younger than I am. He's like, no. He's like, you look like you're in your early 30s. You do not look like you're 25. And I'm like, dude, people meet me face to face and they tell me to my face that they think I'm 25. I'm like, I'm sorry that you're 41. I think it has more to do with people's misunderstanding of what a 35-year-old is. That, like, we think 35-year-olds are, like, old, but they're not. We're still young. Your life doesn't end the minute you turn 30. It's actually kind of when it feels like it begins. Season 3 starts off with the rave episode, the, like, Pied Piper rave episode. I love that one. That dad just crying over their kid breaks my heart, but the music is so fun. The rave music is so fucking good. Yes. You're giving me big Dr. Mrs. the Monarch vibes. You put respect on her name. She is a doctor. It is very Dr. Mrs. the Monarch. I love it. Oh, right. Slim thick. Yeah. You need to do a Miss Incredible cosplay one day. My goodness. I ordered a Miss Incredible bodysuit off of Etsy, and it literally never arrived. I should definitely have made sure that they gave me my fucking money back for that one. Because goddamn. One of my coworkers guessed that I was 23 recently. Oh my gosh, but Ben, you have such salt and pepper hair. Although, to be honest, people just, like, dye their hair silver now, so. And, like, the youth will dye their hair silver. Okay, it says Aloha Ferret. I haven't watched Venture Brothers. It's on my list, okay? Oh, it's amazing. Oh, it is amazing. It's a great show. You're gonna enjoy it. No rush. Life definitely begins at 30, says Mindfog. That's kind of what it feels like, absolutely. Good genes. Oh, yeah. You look amazing for your age. I love that for your age got auto-modded. You shouldn't usually say that to people. It seems like a backhanded compliment to say you look good for your age. Because it's kind of implying that, like, if you were a different age, you wouldn't look as good. You can just say it's too easy, you look amazing. You don't have to put the qualifier for your age onto it, which is not often very complimentary. It seems like a backhanded compliment, unfortunately. Miss V, I love the outfit today, but I always do. Oh no, I knew you would especially like this outfit today. Yes, yeah. This is like big supervillain vibes. And I know that you love me when I'm mean. That's what I said. Yeah, about the grays, right? But also like kids should just dye their hair every fucking color right now. Yeah. I've heard good things about Venture Brothers. I remember really liking the two henchmen. Oh yeah. And they do great things with that. They don't, like, those henchmen get their fucking due. Justice Crash says, the outfit is making me so dizzy. Oh no, did you slip and fall on your credit card and accidentally gift me a ton of subs? You actively working out? Kind of. I mostly just do yoga. I've not been very good at, like, doing high intensity interval training or, like, weightlifting. Or, like, I've gone on a couple of runs this year. I've, like, gone down to the track that's by my house, and I've gone on a couple of runs. But I should probably be working out a little bit harder. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. It implies that you should look worse for your age, which I think is a collective insult for people that age. It does feel that way, too, that people are like, you look great for 35. I'm like, I think my friends who also look like they're 35 also look great. There's nothing, it's not like looking older automatically makes you look worse. I'm sorry, my apologies. You don't have to apologize. It's absolutely totally fine. I didn't think you were trying to insult me. Every person on this planet needs gentle social adjustment. I need it, you need it, we need it. It's totally fine. And so that was just a gentle social adjustment that we all need, and we are all grateful to get from people who will have the patience to give them to us. Villain, hero, best romance possibility. I loved Hawk Girl, and not Hawk 2 Girl. That's a different thing. Oh, I knew it, Justice Crash. I fucking knew it. I loved that Hawk Girl and the Martian Manhunter in the Justice League cartoon got together. Could you please put something darker as a background for chat so it's more readable on full screen? You want to read chat from here? Oh! Usually this is just where I put my feet. What if they say you look younger than your age? That's totally fine. I don't think that's a backhanded compliment. I think that's just something that people say. I wanted to work out. My dermatologist said that my medicine will make my joints and muscles ache even more. So I'm just gonna like stay still for the time being. You know what, Ritus? Go through our DM history. We could do something transparent but darker. No, I like it this way actually. I also feel like reading chat off of this screen is not the purpose of this being here. This is just here so that when I put my feet up, you guys are underneath my feet. Where you fucking belong. Where you belong. Yeah. I loved Hawk Girl and Martian Manhunter, but they were both heroes. I don't think either of them were villains. So, yeah. It's fine, and it's been like that for years. Limewax, welcome for 2 months in a row. In Scott Snyder's Justice League? Wait, who's Scott Snyder? Do you mean Zack Snyder? Oh no, Scott Snyder, you were right. He did the comic run a few years back. Never mind, I was wrong. I didn't realize there were so many Snyders engaged with like superhero lore. A few years back, they visited a future where they have a kid together and he's adorable. He's half Martian and half Hawk? That's fucking cute. That did help a little bit, not gonna lie. I mean, you usually read chat in the chat box. I don't really have chat on screen so you can read it on screen. It's like teeny tiny and moving. Hi, come here, come on up. Bal, come up, you little fatty boom batty. Let's go. Over here. Little bean. Stupid little bean baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're my dumb little bean baby. Hi, bean baby. Your nose is very wet right now. It means you're healthy. I liked when Sorsha from Willow and Mad Mardigan got together. I have no idea what those words are. I hope that I didn't butcher their names too terribly. God damn. But it was weird though from what I remember in the comic book. I think Hawk Girl was already married or something. Interesting. Very interesting. The superhero stuff is so fucking weird. Like, all of the things. Willow with Val Kilmer, V. Oh, I've never seen it. I've heard of it. I've definitely heard of it. It's a fun movie, yeah. Oh no, it was in the TV show that Hawk Girl was already married or something. In the, like, animated Justice League TV show? I see. I only watched a little bit of it because, again, I've never been a huge superhero person. I always found the villains to be more interesting, and the fatigue. You know what I'm talking about, the, like, superhero fatigue. Hi, puppy dog. Authentic Apathy says, the Hawks have an incredibly complex lore that no writer seems to want to settle on. And Justice Crash is definitely agreeing with you right before that. The Hawkman and Hawkgirl lore is weird. I believe it. Hi, my love. Oh my god, this puppy. Look at her just absolutely radiating exquisite joy and peace and happiness with her stupid little face. Sorry, you don't have a stupid little face. You have a beautiful, perfect face. I've seen clips here and there. I haven't really sat down and watched it. I think Justice League is worth watching, like the animated series that was like running for a while. I think that one was a good one. I just loved Teen Titans. Teen Titans were the only superhero group that I was deeply invested into emotionally. I loved Teen Titans. Starfire and Raven and Beast Ball. She shook herself straight down into my lap. Oh my god, you're so cute. What the fuck? I'm dying. Did you lose your balance and fall chin first into my lap? I'm sure chat would love to do the exact same thing. I loved it. I think my favorite episode of Teen Titans, oh man, was when there's another alien who comes to Earth and he calls Starfire by a slur. And then without realizing that it's a slur, because she doesn't mention anything when it happens, she just like sort of like quietly accepts it. And then I think it's like Cyborg uses the same word on her. And then she tells him like, this is a very rude word. This is a slur in my language. It means like a terrible thing. And then Cyborg is like, oh, I've had to experience that type of discrimination as well. And you think that he's implying that he's been called like the N-word because he's a black man. But he's like, no, I've been discriminated against because I'm a cyborg. And it's like, oh, yeah, of course. You would get that as well too. But the bait and switch that you think it's going to be about race and it's just about him being a cyborg is fucking hilarious. And also really important because, again, it shows that, like, we have these conceptions. We have these ideas of how we think things are going to be, and they almost are never exactly that way. I loved Teen Titans. I thought it was so good. And I was very confused when Teen Titans Go started airing. It was like, what has happened? How did we go from Teen Titans with like the hard-hitting, like racial allegories and like everything with Terra in Teen Titans and Slade? That was also fucking genuinely terrifying and super duper uncomfortable, but I think they handled it really, really well. Into Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans Go has its moments. There are definitely moments where it is undeniably hilarious and iconic. For real, absolutely. But those moments come between so much uncomfortable terribleness. I don't think I've ever felt so sick to my stomach than the episode of Teen Titans Go with the Tooth Fairy. I can't begin to imagine what kind of sick mental illness went into creating that episode. But the episode with the Tooth Fairy shows that the Tooth Fairy collects teeth because they like to eat teeth, and then Raven has to out-eat the teeth. They like have a tooth-eating contest. And like the idea of eating teeth, like putting teeth between your teeth and chomping them, makes me want to fucking kill myself in a video game. It's disgusting. It is awful. It is a nightmare of gargantuan proportions. Yeah, what the fuck? It is terrifying. It is awful. The teeth eating episode, I was like, I'm sick. I'm having a deep visceral reaction to this. Teen Titans Go is truly a show with no reins. Is there no oversight? Like, a lot of TV shows have things like cut or changed because, like, Gravity Falls had a bunch of things changed because they were like, this is not appropriate for a children's TV show. And it feels like Teen Titans Go gets none of that. Teen Titans Go is just like, you know what? You just go. Just go right ahead. No decency. It's no, like, no child protection. Just there you go. To be honest, the only part of Teen Titans Go that I do like is that whenever Batman shows up on the show, it's just him and Jim Gordon giggling like idiots at the stupidest shit. That is pretty fucking funny. Yeah, I like the way that they deal with the Justice League. It's very silly. It's very silly. Hey, beautiful girl. You a hot stuff? Are you a hot dog? She is such a hot dog. She's such a hot dog. Yeah, the way that they show, there's like a moment, I think it was in the Teen Titans Go movie, where they're being chased by Batman, and they're like, oh my god, we have to stop Batman from coming at us. And so they throw a bomb, and Batman in the Batmobile explodes, but he just like all of a sudden is on his like Batman motorcycle, the Bat-cycle. And then they throw another bomb, and then he's on like a bat bicycle, and then they throw another bomb and that explodes, and then he's riding on the back of Alfred's back. Alfred Pennyworth is just running, and he's got Batman on his back. He has contingency plans for every situation, and sometimes it's Alfred Pennyworth, the unstoppable fucking force. Is there a zipper on those pants? There is not. And the Raven Legs episode was also pretty good, but that's like early Teens Titan Go. And now it has just completely lost the plot. The Lady Legasus episode was pretty fucking good. That would be an amazing cosplay to do at a Comic-Con. Or like a fan expo type event. Being Lady Legasus? Should we do Lady Legasus? The Lady Legasus episode was so good because they gave each of the Teen Titans a Sailor Moon transformation segment to turn into their like different leg-themed superhero counterparts. It was really good. The episode where Beast Boy starts barking for Raven. I want Beast Boy and Raven to be together. I want them to be together. I think they would make a wonderful couple. It works for me that they're so fucking different. The dog needs more pets. It's true. It's true. I should never stop. Look at her. She's just sitting here just sweating. I think it'd be good for Raven to be with somebody who's like lighthearted and funny and easygoing. And I think it's good for Beast Boy to have a partner who's like very serious and pragmatic. I think it just works so wonderfully. Hey, beautiful girl. Hey, sweet, soft puppy dog. Are you my softy-wafty? You really are. I love when her fur gets to this level of it growing out after a haircut. Because it's just starting to get some of its curl back, and it is so soft. Sometimes you worry that, like, when they're a puppy, they're gonna lose, like, some dogs do get some real coarse fur as they get older. It's part of getting older. I'll get some coarse fur, too, as I get older. Oh, big yawn. But she kept her puppy softness, absolutely. Wait, it says Sally Hiko. Or Sally Coco. Is it my imagination or did you steal the dog's collar? Wasn't she wearing this a couple days ago? You're right, you're absolutely correct, yes. I did put this on her a few days ago and now I'm wearing it today. I don't know if this is a hot take, but Robin and Starfire don't work. Nope, I agree as well. As much as I love that they had a will they or won't they, I don't think Robin and Starfire are a good match. I don't know why. I think Starfire is a lesbian. Based on nothing. You're just stepping on me. You're just my little puppy just stepping on me. Ooh, that's what that is. Come here, I'm gonna kiss you. She escaped my kiss. Little Drone says hi. Little Drones, go on Holmes. I meant Starfire and Nightwing. Doesn't Robin grow up to be Nightwing though? So I guess you and the dog are in a relationship where you share clothing. I've definitely put one of my t-shirts on her before and she just stood there like, what have you done to me? Yeah. So let Robin grow up, let him like age up a little bit, and then perfect for them together. Yeah. Yeah. Why not? I can see it. Absolutely. Should I put a highlighter on my cheeks or am I just greasy? I think I might just be greasy. But will you be wearing the bandana next? I've definitely thought about doing a cosplay day where I dress up like the dog and I put on a little brown outfit and I wear her bandana around my neck. Yeah. Yeah, Starfire and Nightwing are the end game in my opinion. Yep. I hate that he's with Barbara Gordon again in the comics right now. Yeah. I don't know if that's a great... I also agree I don't love that matchup. Robin and Batgirl for the win. Oh, but you want her to be with Barbara Gordon, right? Interesting. Also, let Starfire grow up because she's so clueless about what Earth is and how people act on Earth. Yeah. Oh, this thing again. Are you the person that we banned before? This is the second time this week I've gotten a comment of, will you be my girlfriend? And I don't like that comment. I don't exactly know why I dislike it so much. Maybe I'll like whip open ChatGPT later and I'll ask it, dear ChatGPT, why do I hate these comments so much? Why do I hate the like, will you be my girlfriend comments? They really bother me for no good reason. I recognize that like, compared to all of the really crazy things that people have said to me on stream, that one does seem pretty mild. But for some reason, I don't like it. Yeah. Cactus says, hello, V. It's my birthday today. Could you bless me with an anime recommendation? I don't know what you've seen and what you haven't seen. So I'm just probably going to recommend things that you've probably already seen, like Frieren, Spy Family. Watch more Dan to Dan. Hi, baby. Yo, you are really pushing up against me. You are really cuddling up. I haven't seen Frieren. Frieren. It's a great. I think it's like one of the best animes. Yeah. I also feel like asking people for anime recommendations is like a little bit lazy. Like just Google. Just go to Google. Just Google like I like these animes. What are some that are like this? Like I don't know what your taste is. I don't know what you've seen and what you haven't seen. I'm also not like a hardcore anime connoisseur. I literally only watch the most popular and the like most pertinent animes. So like I'm not the person that you should be asking. I'm really not. There you go. This guy recommends Outcast. Welcome to the Outcast restaurant. I've never even heard of it. Yeah, there are definitely better people that you could be asking for anime recommendations than me, who has no animes to recommend to you. Except for the ones that are like on the front page of Crunchyroll and like Netflix. Hi. Hi, baby. Hello, puppy dog. I heard that JoJo's Steel Ball Run was announced recently. This is true. It is the best news that we all could have gotten. I'm so excited for Steel Ball Run. It's like one of my favorite parts, absolutely. It has my favorite character in all of JoJo, Yiro Zappelli. Oh yeah. It's in its first season this season. It's a brand new anime. Welcome to the Outcast restaurant. Sounds amazing. I love Outcasts. I love food in anime. Yes, I heard about this from the Big Turk. He was telling me that Netflix, like recognizing the popularity of anime, is leaning hard into getting a bunch of their own animes, streaming more animes, like becoming a more anime platform, which I think is a great choice for Netflix, honestly. Know your audience, man. Demon Slayer is one that I've heard about, and I'll have to get back into JoJo. Yeah, go ahead and enjoy Demon Slayer. If you like bittersweet stories, says Puzzle. Also, hey, Puzzle. Red Eyes Sword is not bad. Ooh, okie dokie. All right, sounds great. Thank you for the recommendations, guys. Yeah, people in chat are going to have better recommendations for you than I will. Absolutely. Invariably. There's a hair. Did I get you? I did! Yes! Yes, I've been having excellent luck with, like, being tickled by a single hair and grabbing it the first chance. I heard they're making another season of Cyberpunk Edgerunners, and I am not ready for the pain. I'm glad it's going to be all new characters in a brand new story. I'm glad they're not trying to continue David and Lucy's story, because it was perfect. They told it perfectly in that one season. And I really, really feel like that's the way that animes should be going. Like, either you have a dedicated cast with, like, a long manga to draw from, or give us individual seasons of anthology stories. Absolutely. I'm really excited for more Edgerunners. My heart is also not ready. Oh, yes. That's what I like about JoJo. Exactly. Give us new people, expand the world. Like, I'm ready for more stories, but I don't want the same story drawn out and, like, wrung out. It's just too much. Solohan says, I've been really bad. Yeah, I can fucking tell you're not even subscribed to the channel. In that case, I recommend to you Restaurant to Another World for You. Sounds amazing. That's another great recommendation. I love the title already. Didn't the Cyberpunk director want everyone to be sad or something? I mean, if that was what he wanted, he absolutely nailed it. If that wasn't his intention, he's good at doing that shit by accident. Presley says, who has time to watch anime between watching V's streams, VODs 24/7? I do not stream enough for you to do that. I don't think there's enough VODs in the world for you to do that, my dear. Yeah, the director of Edgerunners said something to the effect of, everyone in Poland is sad, so it makes me happy when I make everyone else in the world sad too. Good God. I mean, he's not wrong. I've definitely known a bunch of Polish friends who are a little pessimistic, I would say. Misery loves company. Yeah, that's why you guys are all here. I'm more of a good boy than Bao. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not even subscribed to the channel. You haven't even gifted any subs. Bao is bringing in the fucking dough. She gets gifted subs all the fucking time. She's a good girl. Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's a good girl. Gift subs for the puppy. Just kidding. I know they're for my thighs. What the hell is happening in Poland? I don't know. The food is so delicious. Why are you so miserable? Were you invaded at one point in the last century? Look at this little dog's head. Just the happiness. No thoughts, just pets. Oh, yeah. They put all of their soul and happiness into the food. There's a lot of good Polish food. There really is. Which you would think would make them happy, but Apparently not. Maybe they're sad because they can't always be eating their delicious food. Hi, baby. Hi. That's your head on my titty. That's your goopy little head on my titty. Oh, you're a stinky puppy. I can smell your swampy mouth from here. You got swamp mouth. Oh, she kept her head on my titty. Oh, yeah. Portuguese people were so happy. When we went to Portugal, everybody was in a great mood. Just really joyous about everything. Maybe because they were drunk. I don't know. It seems possible that everyone was just also hammered out of their minds because the Portuguese drink and drink and drink and drink. Here's your breakfast wine, here's your lunch wine, here's your dinner wine, here's your before bed wine. It's a lot of wine. It's always wine time. Hi. Beautiful girl. That's my titty. Did you just lick my titty? She just took a full lick of the titty. Good God, dog. You're really gonna drive these men crazy. Do you realize how enviable that action is? You're out of control, puppy. Licking my titty. Giving the titty a lick. Living in this region brings copious amounts of depression. I think it has a lot to do with your proximity to Russia. Like, maybe that's why Portugal is so happy, because they're as far away from Russia as you can get while still being on the same continent. Yeah. Val, as if you just licked my titty. As if you just did a big titty lick. You're a silly dog. Licking my titty. Silly dog. Oh, yup, and big time. Yeah. In international news, it seems like Putin and Trump have had a falling out. They, for a while there, were buddy-buddy. But I think we could all tell that, like, that's not going to last. They're both so egotistical. They're both so intensely narcissistic. There was no way that they were going to be able to stay amicable in any way, shape, or form. And it really seems like that relationship is absolutely falling apart, which I think is good for everybody. Which I think is good for everyone. It's good for you. It's good for me. Russia seems to be kind of cannibalizing itself. That recently, I think I read that Putin, like, he's been doing his whole thing where he just, like, people are falling out of windows. That's pretty par for the course for him. But also that he seized, like, a huge amount of, like, maybe, like, billions of dollars from one of his closest supporters. And that's a bad sign. That's not the sign of a good, healthy economy when you're cannibalizing your wealthiest people. Yeah. It's definitely working that we are getting, like, fatigued, like, deeply, invariably fatigued from having to hear about these people and all these terrible experiences where, like, some of this stuff used to give me feelings, and now it's just nothing. Now I just read these titles, and I'm like, God damn, more terrible stuff. Have a great day at work, Solohan. Yeah, I hope you're thinking about me and my outfit all day. Xanthrin says, the one positive thing about megalomaniac leaders is that they can't cooperate with each other. They end up eating each other in the long run. It's unstable. It is invariably unstable. You're absolutely correct. That, like, these connections are horrifying. They are devastating, but they are rarely long-term. Good thing I'll have an apron on. Oof. Yeah, just tuck it straight up. Tuck it into the waistband of your pants, cover it with the apron. You'll be great. No one will notice you have a boner. Oh, 100%. I saw a video, says Ritus, about how he's actually running out of funds to continue the war with Ukraine. So he'll have to cannibalize inside of Russia to continue the war, which is not going to gain him any support. Ideally, what would happen is that the wealthiest people in Russia recognize that supporting Putin and, like, trying to get in close with him is not going to work long term. and they just do a little coup. Just a little coup. Just, you can have a little bit of a coup as a treat. Hey. Hello, you're such a little, look at her little legs sticking out. Look at her little legs sticking out. You should have boots on too, baby. Look how comfy she is. She's real, just like pressed up against you. It's not positive because China is the end boss and we have pushed Russia into their arms. I definitely agree that China is an incredibly powerful country. I definitely would agree that they're like a boss of sorts, absolutely. But I don't foresee China. I mean, they might invade Taiwan. That's a very real possibility. I guess I'm just like very like North American centric that I'm like, I don't think China is a threat. As much as China is just like very concentrated on internally strengthening itself. I don't know what I'm saying. I hope none of that was too embarrassingly wrong. It seems like he's keeping the oligarchs at bay with the ever-present threat of defenestration. Whoa. Ooh, what a $13 word. China is rational. China seems, I guess, I don't know anything about this, so like I'm truly speaking out of my ass with this. But it seems like China is much more interested in strengthening its own economy, strengthening its culture, and internally strengthening its power, and is not so interested in like grabbing from outside of itself. Like how Russia is. Russia doesn't have the ability to strengthen itself from the inside, so it has to grab from outside of itself. And that obviously is not good. China is rational. China is looking at the long-term effects. Yes, that's the only type of threat. America won't have the big boy chair if China gets stronger, and they don't like that. China wants to project power in Asia the way that the US dominates the Western Hemisphere. I mean, I think they kind of do, don't they? Oh God, what a cosplay. There goes my Friday night. Yeah, I definitely am in my super villainous era with this outfit, and I love it. Yes. I'm thrillin', and I'm a villain, and we're chillin'. Yeah. Oh, puppy. Okay, yeah, sit up on your butt more. Sometimes I worry about her, like, sitting on her lower back. I'm like, is that going to be good for your back? But what do I know about puppy spines? Truly nothing. Very true, but the problem is that from their perspective, Taiwan is already theirs. Yes, yeah, they wouldn't even consider it invading another country. They would just be like, you belong to us anyways. Which is not good because they don't. The Taiwanese people are their own people and deserve their own freedom and independence. Not yet. The US military is very present in SEA and Southeast Asia and East Asia, while the US itself does not allow any outside military presence in their half of the globe. This is true. But I'm not entirely sure what the point is that you're trying to make. It went over my head. You are definitely a criminal and you stole my heart. Yes, I'm also been stealing credit card numbers and gifted subs from chat. Speaking of, where the fuck are the gifted subs, you disgusting henchman? You're supposed to be fetching me every penny you can muster. Very disappointing. Hugely disappointing. Well, time for me to leave you then. I'll be right back. I'm going on one more break. I did it. I did it. I took the same picture that I take every single day, and I posted it on Instagram for you. Oh, go enjoy it. Oh, yeah, and I'm gonna enjoy these boots. Oh, there's still a sticker on the bottom. Hold on. Come on, sticker. I can get this sticker off. I don't think it's adding anything to the outfit to have the sticker on the bottom of the shoe. It would tell you what size these are, though. So then you could buy your own pair. Hold on. Come on, you. This is what I get for trimming my nails. Oh, there we go. Oops. Oh. We took part of the sticker off, not the whole thing, though. Okay, wait, there we go. Aha. Perfect. Goodbye, my stick. Great picture. I love the addition of, oops, that's not the right way of putting on a glove. I love the sticker on the bottom that this is fine. This is fine. Absolutely fine. And anything more than that, ugh, that's none of my business. Woo! Oh, the noises. I love how this outfit is not just visually pleasing, it's auditorily astounding as well. Yes. Oh yeah, just living my best supervillain era. Oh, goodness gracious. I've not seen the 3D render of this, and it is fine. Yeah, it works really well in 3D. The flames are coming at ya. It's an eargasm. Yeah, somebody asked the other day, they're like, when are we doing another ASMR stream? And, oh damn, they should be here for this. They should be here for this. This is the best ASMR. The outfit ASMR. Somehow, hearing the sound makes me think that it smells good. It doesn't really have that much of a smell. Like, what I can mostly smell is like my own shampoo, my own deodorant, my own perfume. But I don't think the outfit itself has like a very strong scent. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. But it's not like a strong, pleasant smell. Sometimes they have like a really strong plasticky smell. Like a kiddie pool that you would buy for the summertime in your backyard. Don't love those. Not necessarily a huge fan of those, actually. But mercifully, these don't smell like that. I've definitely, unfortunately, found some like cheap quality clothes that have this same finish. And they do have that like really, really strong plasticky smell. I don't love that. No. It is kind of off-putting to smell like a kiddie pool in a hot summer backyard. Yeah, the sounds sound good. Mercifully, not a big strong smell. It's not latex. It's all just plastic. Yeah, it's PVC, I think. And we learned about this because it has seams. There are seams. Seams on the boots, seams on the corset, seams on the top, and seams on the pants. Yep. Oh yeah, I know that smell and I do not love it. But at least like it does air out. Yeah, it dissipates over time, thank God. It's not like a permanent curse. Ooh, Lord, this outfit, I am in absolute shock. I look like a villain, like I look like a Canadian-themed supervillain. Yeah, you can call me Mommy Canada. Whoop, tuck that hair behind. You are welcome for the lesson. Yeah, we didn't even know we didn't know. Until you told us what we didn't know. And now we know what we didn't know. Hugely beneficial. Deeply grateful for it. Yeah. How could we have known? And now I'll never forget that it's like, yeah, it makes sense. I have latex outfit pieces, and you're totally right. There are no seams on it whatsoever. Especially not sewn seams. Just living my best super villainous lifestyle. Just loving it. Sitting here, snatching every little bit of attention, morality, and capital that you have. Hand it all over. Absolutely. Why the fuck aren't you gifting subs? There is no excuse. There is no escape. And there is no reason why you shouldn't be gifting subs. It's the truth, and you know it. Oh yeah, if you needed more convincing, go check out the Instagram and see those photos they're in. They're good photos. I think what's interesting is that both of the ones that I posted today, this is not always the case, but both of them that I posted today were the first picture that I took. I ended up taking like 12, 13 photos of the front and the back each. And usually it's like the 5th or the 6th photo that I'll end up posting online. But today was both times the first photo. Yeah. That's good luck. That's great luck. Respectfully, the Instagram picture absolutely made me drop to my knees. Yeah, I believe it. Woof. Oh, yeah, there we go. The mirror effect all over the body from the shine is it's to die for. Absolutely, I agree. But at least you'll die happy, which is like better than a lot of other people are gonna get in their lives. Good God. Oops, I'm hitting the keyboard. Oops. Sorry, little keyboard. I've typed a long series of spaces. And delete those. Yeah. Oh, and my pillow fell out. Get back up there, Domo. He makes the perfect little back pillow because he's basically the exact same size as my back. I love my supervillain boots. We live for the pointy little toe and a very sharp little heel. You see that heel? That's going in the pee hole. That's right, that's a scrotum puncturing heel. Goodness gracious. I hope you weren't expecting to keep any of yourself intact, because these boots have other plans. Yeah. Very important work to be done. The Instagram photos could 100% be the wallpaper as well. Oh, it's Ben Davies. It's a big day of bending today. Yeah. A lot of bending today. I think this is by far my favorite pose with the boots. Yeah. You deserve all of them. I mean, you don't actually deserve anything because you're not gifting subs. So obviously you are deeply unfucking deserving. But the boots deserve to be seen. Just because you're a disappointment doesn't mean that the boots need to be disappointed. Let the boots shine. Let them have their moment. I love them. They make me happy. A shame there's nothing you can do to make me happy, you sad, pathetic morons. That really is too bad. Oh, I love it. I do love the sound as well. I really do. The way it just crackles. Yeah, the way it just crackles through the air. You're getting into sounding now. Oh no, you couldn't afford it. No, absolutely not. I know that you wish you could. And it's free to dream, I guess. But you would definitely need to be, behaving like a good boy. Yeah, you can gift subs, and that's exactly what is expected of you on a Twitch stream. It's crazy how that just keeps coming up. Over and over and over again, it seems to be the way it's done. Oh, good. Cause for concern got one. That's good. We love cause for concern. Why do devils, asks Wilhelm, get out of breath so easily? They hate to exercise. It's the truth. It's the inescapable reality of the world. Devils never want to exercise, nor do demons. It's real bad for them if they do. They sweat, they change, they move, and they just want to stay nestled deep in your souls. Don't exercise them. Oop. Also, the best part about putting my feet up like this is that it's relaxing my poor toes. My poor toes are a little bit squished in the tips of the boots. As you can see, they got a really, really like sharp point. Absolutely sharp point. And so the toes are a little bit squished, but putting your feet up definitely gives them relief. Yeah, oh yeah. And the boots themselves are like tight, but it's the pants that are so tight. It's the pants that are like suctioned on in the most amazing way. I love putting my feet up, it's so relaxing. And as we know, it's good for your circulation as well. Which, I mean, everything in the world seems to be like, I mean, we just learned that honeybees are an invasive species that can do incredible damage to the places that they're introduced to. Woo! It feels like there's nothing like truly good in the world anymore. We lived through all the like really good stuff that happened. And that's done and over with. And now everything's a little bit bad. Just a little bit bad. Superman Prime says, "This is the definition of perfection. I never quite got it till now." You're welcome. You are welcome. Spores says, "My wife has those same boots, I think." Oh, yeah? Do you love when she wears them too? Oh, poor I am poor. They are so poor. But they're saying, "You're literally so beautiful, so perfect, Invader V." Oh my god, no I'm not, but thank you for the compliment. That's a very nice thing for you to say, and I appreciate the nice things that you're saying, even if I find them to be sweet lies. Sweet, wonderful lies. Rightus, I love that this person's first comment in his chat is like, "Can you turn your volume up?" Like, no, the volume controls are on your side of the computer. No, the volume controls are definitely on your side of the computer. I sent her a screenshot to see if I'm right. Oh, exciting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like you said before, there's like 3 different ways that you can adjust the volume on your side of the computer. Absolutely, go for it. And if I'm right, then I'm gonna be a bad boy this weekend. Are you gonna make your wife put on the boots and pretend that she's me? Because that's fucked up and you have to pay me extra for that. It's been a whole 3 minutes since anyone gifted any subs. And I am just so disgusted and disappointed at your lack of simping while you're so obviously salivating. Deeply disappointing. Seems like so many of you are just all talk and zero fucking substance. But I guess that's to be expected from so many bad, worthless men in chat. I've got to admit, I've cranked it to the max and it's finally a normal volume if I'm honest. Perfect. Good for you. You figured it out. Not even like a hi or anything. Never said anything in 5 years. And the only message is, "Can you turn the volume up?" These are the chatters. These are the chatters. This is the quality of person that we get to welcome into our community. Wow. So grateful. Good God in heaven, those boots. I love them. I love them. I'm so upset that you are not worshiping them in the way that they deserve. These boots deserve every fucking thing from you. Absolutely. Not just your attention, not just your adoration. These boots deserve the gifted subs that you are so stingy with. Sad little men. So disappointing. Just, I guess that's the way that it is. I suppose. The boots will go unappreciated for how they truly deserve. Leather boots, please. Oh no. Oh no. I don't really want to wear leather. Wearing animal skin is not ideal. We've like technologically advanced so far beyond. We have technologically advanced so far beyond having to wear animal skins, and the animals that they use for leather do not live good, happy lives. It's not a great process for them. Yeah, no leather, no thank you. Yes, these boots were made for stepping, and that is what they'll do. How much did they cost? They look expensive. I'm pretty sure you can just Google it. Yeah, I do not have the receipt on me. This outfit does not have pockets, unfortunately, as I'm sure you can tell from looking. Yeah, the boots are pretty great. I'm deeply disappointed that you're not supporting them the way that they deserve to be. Terrible. Absolutely shameful. Oh, chat, I'm so disappointed in you. Do you need me to teach you how to Google as well? Oh, no. So, the boots are red, the boots are thigh-high, and the boots are heeled. So, you look using your eyes, you type that description into Google, and then you look at the results until you find the boots that you're looking for. It's just that easy. You don't need to know the brand. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are pleasers, but you don't even need to know that they're pleasers. You can literally just Google red thigh-high, high-heeled boots. And oh my God, it's almost as if every bit of human information that has almost ever existed in the world is available online, if you know how to look for it. Damn. I'm not surprised you fuckers are so poor. Can't even pay attention. No pockets seems really inconvenient. This is so true. You are absolutely correct. Yeah. It's very frustrating that we rarely get pockets in our outfits. Can we please have some boot ASMR, please, goddess? Absolutely fucking not. You need to gift subs to get what you want. Doesn't seem that fucking complicated. Superman Prime, exactly. No brain power, just do everything for us. Exactly. Amazing boots, says True Viking. Amazing gloves, just a top tier outfit. I'd say so. Absolutely, I'd say so. I love the how to use Google PSA. It's better than Sesame Street. How many subs can be considered as okay wallet? Not poor, not rich, moderate. Oh my God. Sweetheart, you are so stupid. I think you are literally lowering the IQ of everybody else in chat. I don't know how much money you have to give. I can't see inside your bank account. You might have to make that decision for yourself. There, iDruid did it himself. He wasn't pestering me with a bunch of asinine questions that I will never have the answer to. He just figured it out on his own. Google is kind of boomer these days. I mean, okie dokie. It's not as good as it used to be, absolutely. But unfortunately, it's still the best tool that we have available to us. And anybody who's going to say, oh, this tool is no good, is telling on themselves in the fact that they don't know how to use the tool properly. Have you worn these boots out in public before? I bought them to wear to Pride, but I didn't end up wearing these to Pride. I ended up wearing much more comfortable shoes to Pride. Mostly because I was like, I don't think I can dance all night in these. I don't know if these are dance all night boots. They're more step on simps all day boots. And also, if I wore them out to Pride, I would have gotten stepped on. They would have been scuffed to high heaven, which is a nightmare, which is a travesty, absolutely. Oh, Well of Ascension, good boy. Thank God at least one of you is paying attention. What a good boy. I'm leaving for a show in Central Park soon. There's one last gift before I go. Enjoy the rest of your night, V, and everyone else here. Thank you so much, Well of Ascension. You have done it just right today. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for being the best little simp. Yeah, Rightus, me too, and for the exact same reason. I think we can time them out and be like, hey, we don't talk about that here. We don't use those tools here. Yeah. I think that's a fair choice, Rightus. Ugh. Yeah. I admit that Google is not the best anymore. It was a wonderful search engine for a long time, but I don't even want to say its name, because it's so fucking gross. The things that it's been doing, the things that it's been saying. Yeah, anyone who says you can just use the AI bot on Twitter and get the answers that you want is like, no, we do not use Twitter for these types of things. Get the fuck off of Twitter. Don't use that fucking AI bot on Twitter. No, thank you. Just an overall... So many red flags. So many red flags right there. Not a fan of any of them. I prefer red boots and red gloves. What quality should your ideal partner have? I don't really think about what my ideal partner would be. I think that sort of sets up an unrealistic expectation and sets an unrealistic standard. I think that you can just imagine, like, what do you hope your partner has? But holding out for, like, an ideal partner, having an image in your mind of, like, this is the perfect person for me, I think is leading to a lot of people being very, very lonely. Like, super duper lonely. So I don't really think about these things at all, ever. I do not. I wasted so much time. I wasted so much time in my 20s on those types of thoughts. What will my partner be like? What kind of person would they be? And I mean, you might as well be wishing, like, what color do you want your unicorn to be? What color do you want your dragon to be? It doesn't really do anything. It's not a good use of your time. your imagination, or even your energy, you should be the person that you want to attract. You shouldn't be hoping that there's somebody out there in the world who is going to suddenly be the person that you want to be with. You should just be the kind of person that you would want to be with. Zed says, I've been watching a show called Evil. Ooh. It sounds like it matches my outfit today. Yeah, there's never going to be an ideal person for you. Everybody has flaws. I'm not saying ideal means perfect. Well, it does. More like, what values do you want in your partner? I don't really want a partner right now, so I don't really have an answer for you. I mean, like, I guess I could give you the really, like, standard milquetoast answers that are like, I want them to be honest. I want them to have a good sense of humor. I want them to be open to trying new things. But, like, are these really specific to me? Or are these just things that every person would want, regardless of who they are? I don't really have in my mind, like, I want them to be into this type of movie, and I want them to like these types of sports. I don't think about partners. I don't think about people in that way. Everybody is different. Everybody is going to like challenge your worldview, and everybody is going to bring different things in different combinations to the table. And so I get what you're asking, but also I don't think like that anymore. I wasted so much time thinking like that. Like, this is what my ideal person would be like. This is the kind of guy that I want to date. These are the qualities that I look for in a partner. And none of that really matters at all. It really doesn't, because you can have that list in your mind of like, this is how I want them to be. This is how I want them to act. But then you could actually meet that exact person and have no chemistry with them, have no attraction to them. In which case then, like, the only thing that I want from my partner is that I'm attracted to them in that special romantic individual way. And that's not really something that they have. That's something that we would create together. Those boots are very clean. You sad, stupid idiots, don't you realize? If you're going to talk about the boots, you need to fucking pay for it. And yes, it's an expensive endeavor to talk about the boots. I will demand that you gift 20 subs if you're going to goon over the boots. And if you can't afford that, then shut the fuck up. Oh, Lemmywinks, you were gifted a sub the other day. I ended up with somebody that I took a bit of a gamble on in terms of interests, etc. And now we're engaged and we explore the aesthetic stuff. You explore, like, the shallow visual elements of things? That doesn't sound good. Or maybe you use the word aesthetic in a different way than I'm familiar with. I wasn't here to thank them. Who am I thanking? I don't know. I don't remember who it was. You can look it up. I'm pretty sure you can see who gifted you your sub. Since you said you wasted so much time in your 20s with these thoughts, what else do you regret now? I'm not saying that I regretted thinking about that in my 20s. Wasted time, it can be time well used if you come to a conclusion after the fact. That it's like, oh, okay, I didn't need to do that. I don't regret any of that time that I spent in my 20s. It was very valuable. It was important to think about those things and to go through that thought process myself, to be able to get to here and realize that this doesn't matter to me. I really don't give a fuck. I'm not going to waste any more time. That would be regretful. Wasting more time after you realize this is not a good use of my time would be regretful, but definitely not there yet. What else do you regret now? I guess I'm pretty happy that I don't have a ton of regrets in my life. This is such a weird conversation. To be honest, it's way too personal. We have not established this type of intimacy to have these types of conversations. I get that you're just making conversation and that's okay. That's totally fine. But like, that's usually something that you establish in a more intimate setting with somebody that you have some trust with. Not really like in a parasocial situation on stream. Tell me what your regrets are. I would rather not share that with a bunch of strangers on the internet. It seems kind of personal. To be honest, in a partner, the only things that should matter is if you're attracted to them and if your morals line up. Can fun be justified to counter morals? I'm sorry, what? You don't even have one regret? Nope, not even that one tattoo. Morals will clash if they differ no matter how much fun you're having. I'm not even sure what they're asking. I don't really understand the question. I also don't understand, so I just assumed. Yeah. Like, I'm worried that what he's asking by saying, can fun be justified to counter morals, be like, is it okay to have fun if it hurts somebody else? If it's amoral? If it's evil? Is it okay to have fun if it's evil? I mean, look around at the world. There are tons of people having a great time, having so much fun, and they are doing it in evil ways. There's not really much that we can do about it. Me sitting here and being like, that's bad. You shouldn't do that. Doesn't mean anything. It doesn't do anything. That's just like my opinion, man. Puzzle says, I regret forgetting to salt my fish sticks before baking them. Can you not salt them afterwards? I feel like I've definitely salted a fish stick after the fact and it's been okay. Damn girl, these are some amazing boots. Oh yeah. But how dare you speak of my amazing boots without gifting any subs? What despicable, disappointing, disgusting, degenerate behavior. Jesus Christ, on a unicycle. Okay, but does having a good time make it fine to do something kind of wrong? So, what's it like being 15 years old? Is it cool to have your whole life ahead of you and no brain in your head? Because I'm going to be honest, from the outside, having to interact with what I assume is a 15-year-old, it's not super duper fun. Yeah. What's good, my awoogas? Always coming in together in a pair. I think that this is like a lesson that children learn. That it's like, if you are having fun at the expense of somebody else, that's not okay. I said aesthetics earlier when what I meant to say was I think people can adapt and improve. That has nothing to do with aesthetics. What the fuck? Yes, you definitely misused that word, absolutely. Aesthetics does not mean people can adapt and improve. That's almost the exact opposite of it. I'm a way better person now than at the start of my relationship. These things can emerge naturally, which is nice. Yes, aesthetics has nothing to do with that whatsoever. I think you just used a buzzword without realizing what it meant. Personal freedom ends where you intentionally impact others in a negative way without their consent for personal benefit or pleasure. But as everything, it's a subjective line. A pea-brained moment, the heat has broken me. It's okay. It's just it's like one of those red flags where like somebody uses the word aesthetics and you're like, do you know what that word means? And the answer is no, they don't. No, they do not. Yeah. I'm glad that you're a better person now because of your relationship. That's good. That's kind of what we all hope for. But that has nothing to do with aesthetics. And yeah, this question of like, is it okay to have fun if it hurts other people? I mean, you're answering your own question with the statement, which is like, you have fun hurting other people. That definitely invariably makes you a bad person. And you can either embrace it, like I have in my villain era, and be a bad person and hurt people. But then don't go like skirting around looking for justification from other people. Either you own it or you don't. And what do you think about veganism? I don't think a lot about veganism. It's a choice that some people make for their own bodies and their own lives. I don't often think a lot about it. I don't really care what other people do with their bodies. I don't care if they get surgery. I don't care if they don't eat meat or honey. I don't care if they tattoo themselves or if they shave their heads. These are decisions that other people get to make for themselves, and it has no bearing on me, and therefore I have no desire to judge. Yeah, this topic switch up. Again, this person definitely strikes me as like a 15-year-old who is just trying to pull together like all of the edgiest things they can think of without any real substance, without any real thought themselves. I guess they're just trying to like provoke me saying something that they can clip and then use against me in a negative way. I don't know. Who can tell? And keep in mind that karma is a bitch. I was 2 for years and I got the bill tenfold. There is no such thing as karma. There is no universal balancing system. There are lots of evil, nasty, selfish people who will live beautiful, prosperous lives. And there are tons of kind, wonderful, generous people who will be punished over and over and over again for literally no good reason. I don't really think karma's real. You definitely reap what you sow. Absolutely. That's for sure. But this idea of like a karmic alignment of the universe doling out good or bad things, the universe is just a crazy and chaotic place. It does not keep track. It really doesn't, unfortunately. Are you superstitious? Only in a fun, playful way. Not in an authentic, like, this is actually going to bring me bad luck type of way. No. Only in like the way that if I do a toast with somebody, there's like very specific good luck rituals around doing a toast or cheersing with somebody. But like, I am not a particularly superstitious person in reality. I just don't think that there is like a balancing system in the world. I think things are mostly just random. V, what do you think of the US sanctions on... yeah, I'm Canadian, so, like, I don't really give a fuck what the United States does. It's not... I don't give a fuck. I didn't vote for it. I've never voted for it. My opinion means nothing as a Canadian person. Yeah. Hello, V. What a sexy outfit today. It is. It really is. And I love it. I feel like it's one of my better outfits. Which is what makes it so surprising that you fuckers are not gifting subs like you should be. It's a great outfit, and I put it together just for you. And this is what you give back to me? Asinine questions, without any substance, and no gifted subs. Terribly disappointing. What's wrong with you? So much. So very much. Yeah, Rightus is right. Chat, look away from the car crash and just enjoy the boots. Thank you. Thank you, my sweetheart. Exactly right, my sad, simping little angel. Pay up to the devil. It's the right thing to do. Did you change your username? Because you've gifted before, but I don't recognize your username. Oh, and it's your first time subscribing. Cebus. Cebus Caliber. I'll sing you my thank you for subscribing song. Welcome to the Blanket Fort. I'm very glad you're here. I'll send the air reverberating with a mighty cheer. I'll sing you and I'll sing you out. To you I raise a mighty shout. Yo, yo, my sub is here. Welcome to my stream. Oh yes, this is the right way to be enjoying the boots. Avelina gifted 2 subs. 1 sub for each boot. Oh no, and Stream Elements did not like, oh, it's more than 2 sentences. So Stream Elements is pretty strict that like you should keep your comments to 2 sentences at a time. Because doing a paragraph is a little bit hard to read, but it's okay. I'll read your paragraph anyways. I disagree, but that's a matter of personal philosophy. Absolutely. Ayahuasca and other things surely shifted my perspective on many things and taught me a lesson or two at least on how our own actions impact others. I'm pretty broke though, but who am I to deny you a sub or 2? You're a fucking angel. I appreciate it. Yes. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it so much. What a good little gal you are. Aveline is a pretty feminine username. But again, I never want to assume anyone's gender. I don't know what you're packing or not packing. Maybe you have no gender. Maybe you are completely non-binary. I mean, in these boots, I could take away any genitalia you've ever had. Could make you all non-binary in a fucking heartbeat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That crickle crackle of... Oh, the shiny bits all pushing together. I love it. Oh yeah. Echo Baz is a non-binary friend in chat. Amazing. We love our non-binary folks. Step outside society's expectations and embrace your true self. Please and thank you. Oh yes. Also, subscribing yourself will relax the bot, yeah, in your interactions in chat. The bot is a little bit more friendly towards people who have subscribed to the channel, which I think is reasonable. Come on, Gravity. The boots stay up really well on their own. The gloves definitely want to go for a bit of a walk around. Definitely checking out what's going on by the elbows with the boots. And speaking of checking out, I've gone to see so many movies this week. But the one that most of them were rewatches, to be honest. But the new one that I saw was a movie called In Idia. I went to go see that one this past weekend. It's about this cult, which apparently is a real thing in the world, where these people believe that they can subsist entirely on sunlight. Like, they don't eat. Rhodium! You're gonna know all about not eating because you just gave me all of your money. Goddamn, goddamn, goddamn. Thank you very much. It's your first time gifting subscriptions. And I feel like it might not be your last. I'm just doing my thing. I refuse to put myself into boxes. Who needs boxes if you can have boots? Exactly. Oh, Jason. Oh, Jason. Jason, what the fuck? Where the hell have you been? You're so late. I've had these boots on for hours and you just got here? Oh my god, you have a lot of catching up to do, Jason. How are these cultists alive? Well, that's the thing. If you don't eat, you will die. I don't think there's a lot of these people who have, like, long, healthy lifespans. It does seem a little bit like a death cult, but that's, like, a big part of cults, is that you die in them. Jason, I'm so disappointed that you missed so much of stream. You definitely need to be gifting a lot more. But I'll let you wait until I get back from break, so don't go anywhere. I've returned. Yes. So did you look up Inedia? Inedia. It's this cult about just like surviving on just sunlight. They don't eat. They think that like food is an unnecessary element of life. So they don't eat anything. They just live on sunlight. I also don't understand how it works and how they don't just like immediately starve to death. I feel like there must be some cheating going on. Like there's got to be some kind of cheating going on where like they're eating at some point and just hiding it. The movie, which is called Inedia, that I just saw, I think it just came out as well. It's like it looks like a pretty independent movie. There wasn't a large studio attached to it for the production or the distribution. Oh, I heard the dog make a noise in the kitchen. Interesting. Yeah, how would you live for like more than a month? Yeah, you like die without food. I don't understand it. The movie was very creepy. Very, very, very creepy. I really enjoyed it. It was like a horror movie, but it wasn't like overtly horrific. It was very, very much like an Insidious type of horror. So I really enjoyed it. Thought it was a great movie. And it was quite scary. It like undeniably was a very scary movie because cults are scary, and like throwing away your humanity to fit in with a group of people is always terrifying. I don't know if I would recommend the movie to everyone. I don't think a lot of people are going to enjoy it. I really enjoyed it because it was intense and subtle and just like horrifying. But I don't know if I would recommend it as like, you should go see it, you'd really enjoy it. The movie that I would recommend that everybody goes to see, because it's deeply uncomfortable and just horrific in its own way, is Friendship. It's Tim Robinson, I think is his name. He does the show I Think You Should Leave. Oh my god. And Friendship stars Tim Robinson, Mara Rooney, I think? No, Rooney, hold on. I always get their names mixed up. Her and her sister are both actors. And one of them uses their last name as a first name, and one of them uses their last name as a last name. Is it Kate Mara? No. It's too confusing. Anyways, and Paul Rudd. Thank God Paul Rudd's name is easy enough to remember. Not gonna get confused about that one. Very, very good. Tim Robinson makes friends with Paul Rudd, and then Paul Rudd is like, you know what? I'm gonna end this friendship. I don't think we should be friends anymore. And the whole movie is so incredibly uncomfortable. It's amazing. At no point of the film that you are watching can you predict the next thing that's going to happen. It is just one terrifying calamity after another, over and over and over again. It had me like sitting up out of my seat. I was literally fucking squirming. Friendship was great. I loved it. I think I would watch it again. When it was done, I went to go see it with one of my friends. Yeah, the entire time I was watching it, I was asking myself, am I enjoying this? Should I keep watching this? It's a very slow train wreck of a movie where you're like, what possible terrible thing could happen next? And then it happens, and you're like, oh my god, it's so much worse than I could ever imagine. You literally feel like screaming at the screen, like, don't do that. Don't say that. Don't go there. Don't do that. And then he does it. He's just doing it. He just can't help but do it. Amazing performances. It was so funny. When my friend and I left the movie theater, he was like, would you ever watch that movie again? And I was like, only if I was watching it with somebody who had never seen it to watch their reaction to the movie. I don't know if I ever want to put myself through just like in watching that entire calamity unfold again. I don't know if I have the mental fortitude to do it. Hey, beautiful girl. You coming back up? Where's your ball? It's over there. But having slept on it, having like taken my own time away from it, maybe I would watch it again. It was a masterpiece, which is usually used to describe something that is wonderful in all of its facets. But this was a masterpiece of calamity. This was like, he just kept losing his cell phone. And like, he would just lose his cell phone and, oh, fuck! Fuck, my cell phone, oh shit. And it happened so many times. You just like, it felt like any single time he had his phone in his hand, it was only just to lose it at the fucking height of the scene every single time. Just lost his cell phone so many times. Oh my God. It was... It's like as entertaining as everything else is today, where you're like, this is painful and uncomfortable, but I am entertained. I was very entertained. I didn't want the movie to end. I wanted to know, I needed a happy ending, and there was no happy ending. It's not that kind of movie. Oh my God. It was intense and painful. I turned to my friend afterwards, and I was like, I have had more relaxing pap smears. I was more pleased and relaxed getting my IUD put in. Apparently you can buy Ocean View dining clothing, and they fit just right. Oh my God. So many parts of that movie were just so ridiculous and unexplainable. Why does he buy his clothing at Ocean View Dining? Like, what the fuck? What does that mean? How can you buy all of your clothes at a fucking restaurant? What was the main message behind the movie Friendship? That every day you should be grateful and thank God that you are not Craig Watterson. That's it. That you get to wake up every day and you are not Craig Watterson. And the message is that your life is good and worth living because you're not that asshole. Because he's just, oh my God. I think I loved it. I think I loved it. Hey, Val, you got the ball back. Are you gonna bring it here? Are you gonna bring it here? You know I can't throw it if you just drop it on the floor. You gotta bring it here. Yeah, good girl. That's a good dog. Whoops. Oh, that did not go very far, but that's okay. Oh my God, yeah. The joy of the movie is that he is not you and you are not him. And thank God for that, Jesus. Is it hot in that outfit? No. As I was watching Friendship though, and everything that he said and everything that he did, I was like, I recognize this. This is so incredibly familiar to me. This is Twitch chat. This is it. You are all Craig Watterson. And each and every one of you is living a really slow, inescapable train wreck of your life. And I get to be an unwilling viewer of it. As you view me. That's the truth. Sam Dog says, someone threw my 70s records, not recorders. Somebody threw my 70s records on the bonfire. It was a disco inferno. Yes. Yes, Sam Dog. Fuck yes. That's the right thing to say. Thank God for you. Jason has streams. You think the outfit is hot? How dare you? How dare you send me a compliment without sending me gifted subs? What kind of sick idiot are you? Very disappointed. Very disappointed. Go get it. don't know if I'd feel that way right now, says Echo. Since my second best friend decided they don't want to be friends anymore, I hope that I wouldn't relate to him. That's something else entirely. I think you need to talk to a therapist about that. I don't really know if that's, like, appropriate for Twitch chat. It happens. It really, really happens that, like, friendships do not always last forever. This movie is about, like, a deeply weird, awful person. I'm not saying that you are, but, like, I think that's maybe better for, like, you and your therapist to talk about and not for us to talk about in Twitch chat. Yeah. I walked away with that movie with just a as my takeaway. Oh, I loved it. I think I really loved it. Every part of it. They all started singing in the garage. Them all singing in the garage together was so beautiful and so wonderful. That Toad ripped me off, had me dying. Thanks, Toad boy. It's T-Boy. Alright, thanks, T-Boy. He was so confused. So how long was your trip? Like 3 or 4 months? No! I just went to Subway. Oh, did you get a sandwich? No, I just ordered. I only ordered. And him, every part of the movie was so well done. Him telling him, whoa, that was a big lick. What do you mean that was a big lick? What do you mean? What does that mean? Was it too big? It's just, it's all the worst things. It's all the worst things you could ever imagine somebody saying to you. And it's right there in that movie. Oh my God, it was amazing. I've only had one Subway experience and it was horrible. So you've had the universal Subway experience. Yes, absolutely. I also like went and saw that movie and then was like, oh my God, I want Subway for dinner. And I made the terrible mistake of ordering Subway for dinner. And then the restaurant had to call me like 5 or 6 times. Because they were like, oh, sorry, we're out of avocado. Oh, sorry, we're out of bacon. Oh, sorry, we're actually out of the bread. I'm like, I definitely got the feeling that after the first time I picked up the phone and they heard that I was a girl, because I have my like Uber Eats profile set up to look like it's a man's profile because I get less sexually harassed that way. I definitely got the feeling that they just kept calling me over and over and over again just so they could hear my voice on the fucking phone. Which is very creepy and uncomfortable. I was like, you do not need to be calling me over and over again, please. I know that Subway rightfully gets dunked on, but the meatball sub always hits for me. I will say, I do love the cookies. I really do love the cookies from Subway. I really do. I'm never not gonna love the cookies from Subway. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm so proud of myself for making it through stream. I've had a sinus infection all week. It has been incredibly exhausting and painful and uncomfortable and just like really, really draining my energy as well. And so I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it through. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it through the whole stream today, but I did it. Oh, good. I'm so grateful that I did it, made it through the stream. I didn't tap out from sick exhaustion, and I'm really looking forward to just sleeping all weekend. Really want to just sleep all weekend so that I get to come back and I will not be sick. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm sending you off to Ashley Roboto. The real Subway would bring you a sandwich without hassle. Exactly, it's what I deserve. Thank you so much for spending the day with me, guys. We had an amazing day. Thanks for putting up with my cranky, sick self. Yeah, I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day, and have a beautiful weekend.